You know how being a great assistant means anticipating your boss needs? What if I told you that same skill can completely change your personal life too? Today, we're going to be talking about anticipating needs just not for your work, but your own life too. Because if you can anticipate your boss' next moves, why not do the same for you? If you're new here, hey, I'm Jessica. I'm an executive and personal assistant, lifestyle lover, and business owner. Here we talk about all things PA life, career glow ups, hot topics, and of course, building a life that you actually enjoy. So if that sounds like your thing, your vibe, stick around. As assistants, we're trained to think ahead. We prepare meetings, we predict schedules, we know what our executives need before they even say it. And that's called anticipation. But what most people miss is how to use that skill and use it as intuitive planning and build it into their own lives. Let's be honest, a lot of us are great at anticipating other people's needs, but not our own. We show up for everyone else and then wonder why we're exhausted, unmotivated, or disconnected. Anticipating your needs is really about learning to notice your signals early before you hit that point of burnout or regret. For example, when you're starting to feel drained before you actually hit burnout, maybe you start saying yes to things you don't want to do, secretly hoping they get canceled, or catch yourself getting drained or irritated over little things. Those are early signs that your energy is running low and you need to hit pause, not more pushing. Another example, recognizing you're craving connection before you isolate. You might notice yourself scrolling a little bit more, replaying old conversations, or feeling left out when no one did anything wrong. That's usually your cue to reach out, have a conversation, or spend time around energy that fills you back up. Another thing to think about is catching when something feels off in your gut before it turns into chaos. You know that subtle feeling, tension in your body, or a moment where something just doesn't sit right? Don't brush that off. That's usually intuition speaking before your logic can explain why. Learning to pause and listen right there can save you a lot of unnecessary stress later. Because when you start paying attention to those early signs, you stop living for reaction mode and you start living more in intention. Now, here's how to start anticipating your own needs. Emotional cues like noticing reoccurring feelings, feeling irritable, restlessness, or numbness, those are early notifications that something needs attention, like rest, space, or change. Physical cues. Pay attention to tension, fatigue, or even how you breathe. Your body will tell you what your mind is ignoring. Environmental cues. What situations or people constantly drain you? That's a sign your environment needs adjusting. Boundaries, routines, or even to core can support your peace. And here's the key, once you notice the cue, act immediately. If you're tired, rest. If you're overstimulated, unplug. If you feel off, pause, get curious, not judgmental. Here's one way to sharpen your anticipation muscle. Journal your almost moments. So every time you catch yourself saying, I knew that was going to happen, or I should have listened to my gut, write those down because over time you'll start seeing your patterns and you'll see how your intuition will speak to you before they start to unfold. That's how you start trusting your inner executive assistant, the one that's always there and inside you. So, the next time you're anticipating your boss's next move, ask yourself, what do I need before I reach my limit?
because anticipation isn't just a skill, it's self respect in action. When you learn to anticipate your own needs, you stop reacting to life and start leading it. That's how you glow up from the inside out.
If this resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, or share button. I am so new here, so your support is greatly appreciated. We have more hot topics, anything that really comes up to mind coming soon. So thanks for hanging out, and don't forget that work and life should both feel good. Until next time.